The plane of mind is where you reside mentally. It is your mental residence. Where do you live mentally? That is the plane of mind. And this is why, you know, the concept in the yoga teachings of the Chitta Bhumi are close to this. The Chitta Bhumi, of course, are more to do with the state of the mind rather than the plane, but they're translated as planes. So we say, you have the very distracted, scattered Shipta, you have the very dull Muda, you have the, less distracted Vikshipta, the focused Ekagrata, and the controlled or transcended Niruddha. These are traditionally called the Chitta Bhumis. But I would actually say Bhumi means the earth also. Where do you live? Where do you reside? And what is the state? Is your ground stable? Dvida Bhumi, says Patanjali when he talks about Abhyasa. So that Dvida Bhumi, when the plane of mind, that is where you mentally reside. Where does your consciousness as an individual lie? What is the level at which it lies? What is its activity? What is its state? All of this comes under that plane of mind. So I would call it our mental existence, if you want to use that term. It is like a mental existence where your cognitive capacities, your intellectual capacities, your discerning capacities, all of them lie in that plane of mind. So the plane of mind, when it is aligned to your Dharma Marga, the more it is aligned, the more your Dharma can flow through your consciousness, and your consciousness can be filled with your Dharma, so that then at least it can start to manifest. If you look at the Vishuddha chakra, and you rightly pointed out, the Vishuddha is fully the vowels. Now, when we look at the Vishuddha, the highest level of Vishuddha is where what you think you say, what you say you do. That is the highest level of Vishuddha, not just, oh, it is Vak. No. What does it mean? It means the purity, that there is no contamination, no deviation, no mutation, no distortion, unblemished, crystal clear transmission. That is the Vishuddha. So when your plane of mind is clear, and both Patanjali and Krishna use terms that are very significant here. There is a concept of prasada madhigacchati in the Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna, after describing the stress response and how the downfall of the individual occurs by getting engaged in the sensory things of the mundane world, the ayato vishayan pumsa, it starts and goes. He gives the answer. How do you transcend this? He says, by transcending like and dislike, raga and dvesha, by attraction and repulsion. Raga dvesha vimukta istu vishayan indrayascha. You are in the sensory things, but you are not affected by like or dislike. You have transcended. You have gone beyond the likes and dislikes of the day-to-day living. Atma Vashye Vidayatma, you are self-satisfied. Again, the contentment of Santosha from Patanjali's Yoga Sutra is Atma Vashye Vidayatma Prasada Madhigachati. You have the mental clarity and tranquility where you have pure discerning wisdom, Viveka Khyati, flowing through you. Same thing Patanjali tells us. He calls it Chitta Prasadanam. He calls it Chitta Prasadanam, but Krishna calls it Prasada Madhigachati. You can see the link between the Bhagavad Gita and Yoga Sutra. Again and again, I reiterate, if you just take the Bhagavad Gita teachings and the Yoga Sutra teachings and find the parallels, you have it all. You have it all. Other things are good, but this is the key. He says, when you adopt Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, and Upekshanam towards the Sukha, Dukkha, Punya, and Apunya, people, situations, events, circumstances, He says when you do that, you will develop chitta prasadanam. There will be clarity of the cognitive, intellectual process. That clarity enables you to know what to do. And that is why when the plane of mind number and your Dharma Marga number are on the same concourse or similar or compatible, your Dharma can flow more freely through it without distortion, mutation.